Hey, what's up, guys? It's Russo, and we're back for some more college basketball. Had a rough day yesterday. The plays did not come together. Only one hit. We went 1 of 4. But like I said, I'm just starting to get into college ball here, and I'm trying to use my same approach for NBA that we've been pretty successful with over the last couple of weeks. So I'm just going to keep swinging and trying to get a better handle here. Yesterday, we do have like a little bit of we have a somewhat of a decent explanation as to why these didn't hit. I mean, Jake Wallen, this was one of my favorite plays. Someone asked me my 2 favorite plays out of the 4 yesterday, and I told them Tyrese Proctor and Jake Wallen. I mentioned to you guys that I would be taking Jake's Demon on rebounds. We took him over 5.5. He went for 8. And I also had mentioned if you saw the Demon slip I shared yesterday, I wasn't comfortable going any higher than 7.5 for his, and that's what I took it at. And so that Demon play hit. The rest of them did not pan out, but those are always going to be harder to hit. So if you are subscribed, I will randomly, but somewhat regularly, I like to just, throw one unit at a Demon like YOLO slip. So I post that straight to the community section. So if you're subscribed, you can take advantage of that. Make sure your notifications are on too, so you're notified when I drop it. But I know not everyone likes to play those YOLOs, but I like to just have a little bit of fun with it now and again. But yeah, so Tyrese Proctor, he got the minutes. He played like 30 plus minutes, and he did not try to shoot the ball much. He's coming off 5 straight games clearing this PRA, 4 out of his last 5 road games. He'd gotten it done. And for one, Cooper Flagg went absolutely nuts. He had 17, I think it was like 17 points, 14 rebounds. He had 2 blocks, 2 steals. Definitely a missed opportunity taking his fantasy score. I was just a little apprehensive because his lines are so high. And last time we took him at 38.5 fantasy score, and he barely hit the 40 for us. He ended up cashing, but it was a little bit of a sweat, and it was a home game. Now they're playing on the road, and I was like, okay, I don't think I'm gonna fade Cooper, and it was the wrong day to fade Cooper. But Tyrese Proctor had been in rhythm, and also their backup guard Evans, he came out just super hot in the first half. He went 5 of 5 from beyond the arc, so it's kind of like a hot hand situation. Cooper Flagg and Evans and Knipple were also, like, the 3 of them were just absolutely hot, and Tyrese Proctor seemed like he was kind of just staying out of the way. So he only had I think he had like 6 or 7 total attempts, 3 attempts from beyond the arc. I got it right here. Yeah, he went 3 of 7 from the field. So he's typically been going for 13 plus attempts. So he was at about half of his normal attempts. And then he's usually 7 plus from beyond the arc and then cashing 3 of them. In this case, he only took 3 3-pointers and cashed 1 of them. So it really seemed like a hot hand type of situation, and he just wasn't involved, unfortunately. KJ Lewis took him over 8 rebounds and assists. This just came down to a minutes thing. He only played 17 minutes, but still got 7. So I think just like if he could have gotten up into those low 20s, I think he could have cashed it for us, but he didn't. And then, excuse me, Coleman Hawkins, 21.5 PRA. He'd been like definitely in rhythm here, so I was feeling good about it. I mean, we were looking at his it was some crazy statistic. He had gone like if I remember correctly, it was like 10 plus. It was like 8 out of his last 10 or something like that. I don't know if that was for like away games or what it was, but long story short, he decided not to shoot as well. He was relatively productive with the rebounds and assists. Let me pull him up here, and then we'll get rolling. I just want to do a little bit of this recap and talk about it for a minute. Yeah, so he played 24 minutes. 3 of 5 from the field. He made 1 3-pointer, only shot 3. But yeah, he had 5 rebounds, 7 assists. So I guess the assists were what to take for him yesterday. But yeah, 24 minutes, not as many minutes as we were hoping for. We're hoping to be on the high end of that, maybe knocking on the door of 30 minutes. But yeah, if you're just going to make 5 field goal attempts, you're probably not going to get that done. But that being said, on 3 made buckets to get to 19 PRA is still pretty solid. So a little bit more from him on the offensive side, and I think we could have cashed this. So we got NBA coming back tomorrow. We only have 1 game, but we are going to be back in rhythm with our NBA, which we've been hot for the last couple of weeks. And I'm just getting into college ball, so I appreciate your guys' patience. I'm just trying to take my system that I approached NBA with and figure out how do I utilize that with college ball. Something that I just started in the All-Star break. If you guys are new to my channel, But we're going to figure it out. So we got to just keep going for it. And I'm making adjustments every time that we don't hit. I'm taking a look and seeing like where things may have went wrong, or is it just the type of thing where he just didn't take that many shots that night. So we're going to figure it out. We're going to get more acclimated to it and get in rhythm here. And then, starting tomorrow, we'll have college ball and NBA, and I'm going to cover them both as many slates as I can get. I'm going to be putting out videos. And once again, don't forget to subscribe so you can be notified if you want to see some of the demon plays that I'm getting into. I'll post it. All right, so today's plays. Liam McNeeley. I'm going over 8.5 rebounds and assists. Lucci Patterson, is that how you say it? I don't know. I'm new to college, but Lucy or Lucci Patterson, dude's solid. So all these guys, since I'm new to it, I've been watching film on them before I take the plays. That's why it takes me a little bit of time to get my research done. But 2.5 assists is what was sticking out to me. I love this play. Wuga, I hope I'm saying that right. Wuga Poplar. 20.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Feel really good about this play. And then we're going to go Kobe Sanders over 3.5 assists. So if you guys don't mind, do me a favor, like the video, drop me a comment, whatever you prefer. You guys have been just absolutely, I thank you so much. My subscriber count has been just bumped up every day. I'm less than 150 away from that 1,000 mark that we've been aiming for. And I just really appreciate it. You guys have been awesome. It puts me in front of a larger audience, and it's been working. So thank you. All right. So Kobe Sanders assists. This one, okay, so he's only done it 5 out of his last 10 games, but we also have 3 straight games where one more would have gotten it for us. So he's kind of been knocking on the door. This could have easily been 8 out of his last 10. But look at these last 2 games, 10 assists and 9 assists. So, I mean, like, this has worked for us in the past. When guys are absolutely in rhythm like this, I'm seeing back-to-back games with 9 or more assists. And so we need him to do less than half of what he's done in his last 2 games. And then plus the head-to-head looks solid too. I know that it's a tough matchup, 34th in assists allowed. Last time he played them, he had 6 assists in 32 minutes. So yeah, we need him to do 2/3 of what he did last time he played against them, and then less than half of what he has done over these past 2 games. So I just like to look for trends. If you look at his last 5 games, he missed it by 1 in 3 of these games, so it could easily be 5 of 5 right here. But 10 and 9 is something I can't ignore. These were softer matchups, but we know he went for 6 last time he played them, which was this year. I believe that was in early December. December 21st. So I'm feeling good about it. It's hitting the indicators that I look for. If we take a look at him on daily grind here, they don't really like any of his plays, and then they have the assists slightly favored to the over. They have unders, so I'm guessing it's just because, no, it looks like these are the same lines that all platforms are offering. The optimizer is just not feeling Kobe Sanders for his lines today, but they do like the assists. As small of a margin as they could like it, 50.01%. So 0.1% favoring the over, but I'm looking at the rhythm. I'm looking at the narrative here that he's been in, and I'm gonna say he's gonna go for 4 tonight. That's what my gut's telling me. They literally don't like any of his other plays. You guys know I like to show you other options because you don't have to take all of my plays. You can fade all of them if you want. I'm just showing you what I'm getting into and telling you why I like them. So Liam McNeeley, I like this guy. He's cleared this rebounds and assists 7 out of his last 10 games. We got this one game here on January 1st where he one more would have cashed it as well. So could easily be 8 of 10. But when he clears it, other than this game back here where he went for 9, it's 11 or more. This is like a pretty athletic forward who is pretty physical. He's got a soft matchup for assists allowed, nice and green there. Tough on rebounds, but he's also someone who I think that, I don't want to say he's matchup proof, but he's physical enough to still get enough to contribute to this 8.5 total. And I know that the assists aren't something he does a lot, but he does have some random games. Like this game back here, let's see. Yeah, this game back here on the 21st, he went for 7 assists, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 3. So I just liked having the assists attached to this one. So yeah, let's take a look here. On top of the 7 out of his last 10, he's also cleared this 4 out of his last 5, and then that one, this could easily be 5 straight games, and it's 11 or more. So nice value there with the line we're getting at 8.5 versus what he's been averaging. Averaging 33.6 minutes a game, and this game that he didn't get it done, he still almost got it, and he only played 25 minutes. So yeah, this is hitting all the indicators for me. And he is capable. I almost took his PRA, but it's just a little too volatile for me. He's capable of randomly popping off for points. Decent 3-point shooter, and also pretty good at attacking the paint, but it's just not consistent enough for me to want it. If you look at his attempts, yeah, it's like he'll have 12, 13 attempts and then 4, 13, 8. It's like, it's just a little bit too bumpy for me to want to take it. And then this random game where he shoots 55% on 22 attempts, goes for 38 points, 10 rebounds and an assist. Awesome outing, but I just feel more comfortable with the rebounds and assists, just a little bit more consistent there. And the points matchup is also tough. So that's what I'm going to be rolling for Liam. Let's take a look at it on Daily Grind real quick. Let's see if there's anything else that they like. Well, yeah, so they don't like the points assists. They like his rebounds and assists to go over. They have that as the second best play for him. They have it at a 52.1% odds hit the over minus 135. They don't like the PRA. They're kind of maybe, on the same page with me there. They do like his PR though at 21.5 if you prefer that. It's at a 50.97% odds hit the over minus 126. Everyone that's got that at 21.5 has it favored to go over as well. And there's only one other platform that has the rebounds and assists, and they've got it the same. Decent amount of juice. Minus 135 from Daily Grind, minus 135 on this platform as well. So I'm loving it. I'm gonna be rolling that. And then if we take a look at the again, I apologize to this dude if I'm saying his name wrong, but I'm guessing it's Lukey. I don't know. But I like his style of play. He's cleared this assist line in 4 out of his last 5. The one he missed, one more assist would have cashed it for us. And it gets better than that. If we go back to his last 10, 8 out of his last 10, he's cleared this with 1 goose egg there. And then we've got this note from Outlier looking pretty good too. 12 out of his last 14. He's cleared this. So it's not like he's going nuts. He's only had 1 game over this stretch, over 4 assists. But I mean, this is exactly what I'm looking for. 86% hit rate. And that kind of, even games where he's not getting as many minutes, like 18 minutes over here, he still went for 4 assists. Minutes aren't always the main indicator, but we still want to look at it. A little bit above average matchup, 127th in assists allowed, but averaging 34.1 minutes a game over these last 14 games. And we don't have a head-to-head to compare it to, but this is just the kind of numbers I'm looking for. 86% hit rate on a big sample size, 14 games, and you're clearing it more than 75% of the time. That's the most we can ask for with these plays. Let's take a look here and see what Daily Grind thinks. There we go. Yep, they've got it as his top play. They like everything of his, but the assists they like the best. They have it at a 52.19% odds to hit the over minus 131. Everyone that has this at 2.5 has it favored to the over. Lowest odds minus 122, highest minus 141. So everybody's on this, all platforms. They like his points a lot too, 10.5 points. And yeah, I like that too, but the assists were just way more consistent for what I'm looking for. You could attach the points and assists. They like that to go over as well. Are we getting a value there? We're not. So if we take the assists alone, we're at 2.5, and then we're at 2.5 at 10.5 on points. So if we look at those individually, we're sitting at 13 flat, and they're giving us a 0.5 bump if you take them both together. So 13.5, but they still like it to go over. Minus 128. Multiple platforms have it favored to go over. They like his points rebounds over 14.5, 51.05% odds hit the over minus 128. And they like his full PRA at 17.5. They don't like his rebounds and assists though. So you got plenty of options here. I'm going with the assists. You guys decide. That's why I like to show you everything that the optimizer is feeling. So feeling good about it. Let's take a look at this last play here. Wuga Poplar. Yeah, I mean, dude has been playing great lately. Cleared it in 4 out of his last 5 games. We got 1 game here where just a little bit more would have gotten it done. Another rebound, one more bucket would have cashed it for us. But the minutes, 33 minutes checks out. Let's take a look. Is the head-to-head look? Yeah, so last time he played them, he got this done too, and that was just on January 8th. He went for 18 points, 4 rebounds. Played 36 minutes in that game. 10 attempts, 60% from the field. 6 attempts from beyond the arc, cashed 3 of them, and then made it to the line for 4 attempts and cashed 3 of those as well. So that's just the head-to-head. Let's take a look. note. Okay, so the outlier is just pointing out the same thing that we're seeing here. 4 out of his last 5. Let's look at a little bit of a bigger sample size. Still 7 out of his last 10 as well. So kind of hitting all the indicators. I've told you guys before, I look for like a 70% or higher hit rate on all these different categories because I want to see that kind of consistency. I don't want it to be close. So when we're in a situation where a play doesn't hit, there's usually an explanation, like Proctor just wasn't shooting the ball. It's not like he went, I mean, we've had situations where guys are just going like 2 of 10, but we always want some sort of hindsight explanation. It's not like, why did I take this? It's like, okay, I did the best I could coming up with an informed decision and this guy did not deliver. So that's what I'm looking for. So you only get that when you're looking at consistency and high percentage in these different categories. Now this is a tough matchup. 72nd in points allowed, 5th in rebounds allowed, 12th in assists allowed. But he's been consistently getting this done, averaging 31.2 minutes a game over this 10-game stretch, shooting 53% from the field, just 10.5 attempts. I would like to see that higher, but it looks like this back 5, it has been higher. Let's zoom in here where he's been killing it. Yeah, 13.8 attempts. I'll take that. 7.6 made buckets, 50% from beyond the arc, 4.8 attempts. So 2.4 made threes a game over this 5-game stretch. So yeah, this one's hitting all the indicators for me. And yeah, hopefully we can get the sweep today, guys. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep figuring out like what can we be doing better when we're not hitting. But I knew this was going to be a little bit of a learning curve. So let's take a look at Wuga on daily grind. Okay, they don't like the PRA to get bumped. It's got bumped to 21. All right. So in this case, they don't like it because it's 21 and the only other platform offering it has that 20.5. So it's just looking at that as not a value. You'll notice it's not heavily juiced to the under, 51.17% odds to hit the under. So that's what the optimizer is doing. It's crunching numbers. Someone asked me the other day, do I like the optimizer? Would I recommend it? And I'm not trying to like sell you guys stuff. I'm utilizing these tools and I have partnerships with them. So if it's something you guys can benefit from and you want to use my code or go through my link, then I appreciate it. But I'm not trying to, I want you guys to hit. So in my opinion, I'm not disparaging the optimizer at all, but my favorite is Outlier because I like to start my research with looking at the data, looking for trends, looking for hit rates, as where the optimizer is comparing numbers across different platforms and telling you if you're getting a good value on this play or not. If there's a big discrepancy where, Prizepicks is giving you something at if this was at 18.5 and it's saying, hey, it's 18.5 here, these other platforms have it at 20.5, it's going to give it a lot of juice. It's going to say this is super green. It's looking for discrepancies. And it's awesome. I love using it. I'll use it to search for tools or for plays sometimes. I'll also use it mostly to confirm my plays. And once I see a play I like on Outlier, I'll say, okay, I like Wuga to go over his PRA. Let's plug it into the optimizer. I'll plug it in. And sometimes I'll be in here and in this situation, it's at 21. You can go through and it's like, hey, there's still a value here on the rebounds at 5.5 so that you can go back and look at the rebounds. That's the way I use these two. I love both of these tools. I use them both together. But yeah, I am just showing you guys what I use and trying to cash with you guys. So yeah, anyways, wrapping up Wuga here. So I think I would still take the PRA at 21. Yeah, he's been crushing it when he's hitting 28 or higher over this 5-game stretch. So the 0.5 doesn't scare me. But if you didn't want to take that, they do like his rebounds to go over 5.5. And they have his rebounds and assists at 6.5. That's just a 50-50 shot on here, but let's look at it. Rebounds and assists, not as juicy. Still 3 straight games, but tough matchup. 5th in rebounds allowed, 12th in assists allowed. But this is a tough matchup regardless. Let's see what he did in that head-to-head. Yeah, see, it was not. He had 4 rebounds, no assists last time they played. If we look at the PRA, he had a good outing with scoring. So yeah, I'm just sticking with the PRA. Even if this was at 21, I would be locking it in. And that's just me, but you guys have some options here if you prefer something else. So that's going to cover it. Hopefully we get the sweep today, guys. Again, we have NBA coming back tomorrow. Just a single game slate for NBA, but I'll still put out some picks for it. Probably just like 2 or 3 picks, since it's just a single game slate. But then we're back in rhythm. We got our full NBA slates. We're going to keep doing college. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you guys do want to check out the DFS optimizer, you can use code BACKDOOR at dgfantasy.com. And they're going to give you 25% off this tool. You can try it for a month, see how you like it. Or if you do like it, you can lock it in for up to a year. So they'll let you lock that in, that 25% off for as long as you want. dgfantasy.com, code BACKDOOR. And then you guys know how much I love Outlier. I just can't say it enough. This app is amazing. It's my main it's my main like rock for my research. So yeah, you get all these different statistical categories you can look at. I just love data. I love the numbers. It kind of reminds me of like stock trading. I dabbled with day trading for a couple of years and was never like a big heavy hitter, but did learn how to chart and enjoyed looking for trends. And it was just fascinating to me how you can look at trends and you can kind of predict a little bit. Nothing's ever 100%, but you can kind of predict where something's going based off of looking at the history. And then the Outlier makes DFS kind of like that for me. I can look at all this information. I can take players in and out of the equation. I can look at what they did on the road. And then they've got these notes here that you can pull up. They'll show you that over this 5-game stretch, he's averaging 27.4 PRA. Just help you make informed decisions. So I have a blast with this app. You can try it for free. Sign up through the link below for Outlier, and they're going to give you a week just to check this out. So what better time than now? We got NBA coming back tomorrow. They cover NBA, college, they cover NHL, they cover all sorts of stuff that you might want to be getting into. So yeah, appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like the video. I'm so thrilled that we're almost to 1,000 subs, and I really, truly thank you guys. It's been amazing. You're helping me out a lot. So yeah, good luck today, guys, and I'll catch you tomorrow for some college and some NBA.